As police released disturbing details about a baby's on Sunday, director Erica Downing says her intuition feared a fate that she sees all too often.
Everything in my body kind of cues up that it's like, I know through the investigation that it's going to be disclosed that there is some type of domestic history.
According to Murfreesboro police, what started as a possible fight over loud music ended with a 1-year-old. The child's mom also shot in the hand trying to protect her baby. But Downing says domestic cases are even outpacing population growth. She urges those in these situations to seek help and for neighbors to watch for red flags.
Today we will be in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, which is located an hour southeast of Nashville, and it is also one of the fastest growing cities in the state. Since the city is located on the Sun Belt in the U.S., it typically has mild winters and hot, humid summers, which draws many newcomers to the area. Well, one family from Michigan set up home in the beautiful state, not knowing that in a short time, one of them would commit a heinous act that no one ever saw coming, leaving a community in total outrage that a person could take the life of an innocent child over a silly disagreement. The day was January 26, 2024, when many loved ones received a call that brought them to their knees. The call so alarming that some would believe that it was a terrible dream. A mother would watch a person she thought she could trust take the life of her child right in front of her very eyes as she tried to protect him. She did what any mother would do and ran towards the shots, but tragically it was too late, leaving her wounded and her son unalive.
They took everything. Everything from me. I don't even have no other words. They took my whole world. I'm just lost. I don't know. Just don't know what to do anymore. He's such an innocent baby. He didn't even have time to live his life. He didn't even have time to talk. Like, what did he do to, make you do such a thing?
The 24-year-old mother, Juanita, had recently celebrated her son, Jericho's first birthday, and he also just learned how to walk. Jericho was his mother and father's first child, and he was everything they could have wanted and more. At only one, he was a sweet, playful, and giggly child that had the most adorable dimples that could brighten up the darkest of days. He brought endless love and joy to everyone around him, and just last month, he took his first steps and spoke his first words, Mama and Papa. Sadly, his contagious smile and laughter will never be heard again after a grown boy could not control his emotions and did the unthinkable. 24-year-old Marquavious Hampton, whose family is originally from Michigan, moved to Murfreesboro, and that is where Marquavious became a sheriff deputy for Rutherford County in Tennessee, and he and Juanita were dating at the time of the crime. This child meant so many things to so many people and was beyond love, but sadly, a disagreement that turned into a fight took his life. 24-year-old Juanita and her new boyfriend Marquavious were said to have gotten into an argument over music being played too loud. This led to a physical fight, and after the fight was over, authorities said Marquavious walked up to Jericho while he was sitting in his stroller and shot him multiple times. His mother quickly sprung into action when she saw the gun and was shot too herself, but regrettably was unable to save Jericho. Police were called to the scene, and when they came, Jericho was already gone and pronounced on scene, and the mother was taken to the hospital. Marquavious had fled the scene, and law officials quickly put a be on the lookout out. Around 4:30 p.m. that same day, a license plate reader flagged the vehicle connected to Marquavious in Williamson County. This is when sheriff deputies tried to stop him, but he took them on a chase off of Critz Lane and Columbia Avenue. The pursuit lasted briefly before Marquavious exited the vehicle and ran into a field. Deputies chased him while he appeared to be carrying a gun, according to authorities. Shortly after, he was found suffering from an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound and taken to Vanderbilt University Medical Center, where he succumbed to his injuries.
Just a baby, but Jericho had a big personality. He loved his dad, riding around in his toy car and watching Coco Melon. But now all this family has are memories and pictures of the life Jericho deserved to live.
Bright personality, he's always happy. He lit up the room with those bright eyes. Every time he came around, he just lit up our whole world. Like, he's just everything. Like, he was my first grandson. And it's like my life is gone, it's over.
Heartbreaking is the only word anyone I've talked with can use to describe what happened here. Police say a 1-year-old, his mom, and her boyfriend were in an apartment when a fight broke out. It started because police say 24-year-old Marquavious Hampton was mad at his girlfriend for playing music too loudly. He started yelling. That turned into a physical fight.
Hampton took out a gun and pretty much this baby. The mother, trying to protect the baby, jumps in front to protect her child.
Neighbors, too, are struggling to wrap their heads around what happened.
I can't imagine looking at an infant and thinking that that's even something that you're gonna do.
Police say the pain he caused is widespread.
Officers, detectives, crime scene technicians that had to process the scene and see all of this. So you could just imagine the emotion that all of these employees had.
It's something that will stick with them.
It broke my heart, and I can't even imagine how the family's feeling or that mom is feeling, and having to come back here and move all of her stuff out of her apartment and deal with that going forward and coming home without a kid.
The family says the shooting was deliberate.
And 4 times to a baby, how could somebody be so heartless? A baby don't know how to talk, just learn how to walk. I don't understand.
It was just over.
Lucretia says her son is devastated over the loss of his only son.
You'd never think the baby would do anything to deserve to be.
They have so many questions, but won't get many answers. The shooter turned the gun on himself when he was spotted by law enforcement driving in Williamson County. Baby Jericho is gone, but not forgotten. The family says their next mission is honoring his young life.
I want to honor him by, trying to stop the gun and getting these guns and stuff off the street, and people with mental issues need to seek help, and people that's in domestic relationships definitely need to reach out and get help and say something. You don't have to stick around, because I know personally how that feels.
This family is broken, and Juanita had to witness something that she might not come back from. She will never be the same, and it's not okay. I urge and beg women to please think about your kids when you are with someone dealing with DV as well. Sadly, some people's minds are so sick that they will target the child because they know that will destroy you, something that you have to live with for the rest of your life. No one deserves such pain. I know this dad is badly hurting as well. His first child, his first son, and I'm sure he had so many dreams for him as he got older. Now he is forever one, and it truly makes my blood boil. Jericho's life mattered, and he should still be here. Then you have some loved ones on Marquavious' side online saying rest in peace. There is no peace when you harm God's children, especially the vulnerable and innocent. I know he had loved ones too, and I understand their heartbreak. But this is definitely a time to grieve in silence off of social media because, again, there is no peace in this situation. Marquavious knew what he did and that he crossed the line, and that is why he chose to take his own life. And that was truly the cowardly way out. I truly hate this for all the families involved because this crime has crushed so many people's lives. This right here is Jericho's actual casket that he will be buried in, and it is so small, and it makes it even more real that this little life was taken too soon. My thoughts and prayers are with his mother, father, grandparents, and all who loved him. Though his time here on earth was way too short, only peace is that he is in the Lord's arms now and will never have to worry about being harmed again. So please don't forget to comment your thoughts and prayers for this family in this much difficult time, and hit that like button and share to make your people aware. And as always, remember to stay woke. Things change quickly.